What's going on, everybody? It's Falchion with you once again. And once again, we're here for another Borderless Gaming GSA podcast. Number 19, I believe. I apologize. I'm off. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have no news for you this week. So unless Geek does, this might be a shorter show. How's it going, Geek? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How's it going, Geek?
Welcome. Hope everybody feels welcome. Hope everyone finds a home. Hope they find this as their YouTube home.
Man, yeah, me too. This isn't normal, guys. If you're new, but this has been a bad week in gaming. Like, I've always been proud to be a gamer, right? I remember a time when people would bag on gamers. You know, if you were a gamer, you were the lowest of the low, and I never felt that way until this week.
Whoa.
So
what happened, brother?
During the week, I go through and I check all the gaming news I can find. I gather all the gaming news throughout the week to present for the show on Sunday. And this week, two bits of news, not even that, two things happened to people that are known on YouTube, right? So one of them is a Sony guy. He's I don't know him. I just happen to come across it. And if I come across something that somebody's talking about the PlayStation, I'll check it out. But this guy, apparently he and his wife just recently had a son, right? And not to really be putting his business out there, although he did, because that's the only way I know. But there was a fear, I guess, that the child was going to be born with some mental handicaps.
Good evening, Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly, how are you doing tonight? So there were fears that he was going to be born with some mental handicaps. And this guy let his viewers know that when he was going through it. You know, if you're comfortable with your viewers, I guess you do that. And I guess now I don't know fully, because like I said, this is just a random guy that I came across looking for news. But I guess in the end, it turned out okay. But so this week it was announced that there's a possibility that the medium may be is perhaps going to be released on the PlayStation, right? Everybody thought it was an Xbox exclusive, and so this week it was announced that there's a possibility, or there's a rumor that it may be released on PlayStation. You know, whatever. So this guy thought that was funny. You know, he's a guy that's involved in the console wars or whatever, and so he tweeted about it, and somebody tweeted, and forgive me, I'm gonna say what was said. Forgive me. I don't talk about children this way at all, but even people just in general. But somebody tweeted at him because he made this joke about the medium not actually being exclusive to Xbox. An Xbox fan tweeted to him or at him or whatever, that he tweeted, I guess this means that your retarded son is going to be a PlayStation fanboy, just like, or is going to grow up to be a PlayStation fanboy just like you. Like, how do you say that? What in your mind makes you think it's okay, even if you're involved in this? And again, forgive me, but I really hope my wife is not watching this with her family. What in your mind makes you think it's okay to make a stupid ass comment like that? Why would you bring a child, especially a child that may have some kind of a handicap? I mean, you shouldn't bring any child into your dumbass war anyways, but this is the lowest of the low, I thought. And the next thing I'm going to tell you is even lower, but I thought this was the lowest of the low. What makes you think that's okay? Why would you do that? What in your mind would make you think to press the buttons on a keyboard to say that? You're so brave behind your keyboard being away from everybody that you was.
Okay, got you.
So, like, and a lot of people are saying this dude is fair game because he's involved in these console wars. And again, these console wars are stupid. And if it's going this far there, that's even way more stupid. Like, the only thing you have as an Xbox fan to hurt a Sony fan is to talk about his kid that may or may not have a mental handicap. Really? Really? That box isn't good enough for you to that you can justify your fight solely on that? You got to bring his kids into it? Stupid. So then the second thing is
there's more.
Yeah, this is, and this, when I saw this, I just couldn't look at any more news. I'm an emotional person. No, that's not even true. I'm not an emotional person until you press the right buttons. And when I get to an emotional state, I have a hard time controlling it. That's why I'm not an emotional person, because I know that it can get out of control. Okay, so this next story, I'm sure you've heard that God of War Ragnarok is one, being delayed to 2022, and two, is not going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive. It's going to be a PlayStation exclusive, but not a PlayStation 5. It's also going to be on the PlayStation 4, right?
Right.
So, you know who Alana Pierce is, right?
No.
She used to be, I mean, she's still a YouTuber, but that used to be her job, and she's worked at a few different places, but now she's a writer over at Sony Santa Monica, and she's working on God of War as a writer. She's a writer. She is writing part of the story, dialogue and stuff, right? So, man, I'm a Sony fan this time, so, you know, stupidity on both sides of the aisle. Heard the news that God of War Ragnarok is being delayed, one, and two, that it's also going to be on the PS4, not just the PS5. Tweeted to her that he hopes that she gets gang raped because of this.
Oh, I can see what got you triggered.
You want this woman to be gang raped because a game is going to be late, and it's not just going to be on the system that not even the system, the box, the PS5. It's only going to be on PlayStation. I know PlayStation fans want their exclusives and they only want it on PlayStation, but you guys are now mad that it's going to be on the PlayStation 4 and not just the PS5. Most of you don't even have a PS5. And so you had the gall to type to this young lady that you hope she gets gang raped. You understand that she's a writer on the game. She's here, and you're mad at people that are way up here. She has nothing to do with whether the game is going to be delayed or what system it's going to be on. She's a writer. And you're... What? Like, this is gamers? We're represented by people like this now? You're mad? Sony lied to you guys. You know, Sony said that they believe in generations. Sony said that the games coming out are going to be on a PlayStation 5. That was Sony. That wasn't even, she didn't even work there when they said stuff like that. She has nothing to do with any of this. She's a writer on the game. That's it. And not to take away from what she's doing on the game, she's an incredible person. I love watching her videos. She used to do like kind of news shows and stuff, and she gave great information. She was very happy when she got this job bless you, as she's a writer.
Thank you.
But you hope that she gets sexually assaulted because the game is going to be late and it's going to be on the PS4 as well as the PS5. I don't get it. You're a Sony fan. You love Sony, right? So and you apparently you love this game. So you don't want Sony to make money, because if they only put it out on the PS5, that's going to hurt their bottom line. That's going to be less money. They survive off the money that they make for selling games. They take losses on selling the systems. They need to sell the games, and they need to sell it to their biggest fan base, and it's still on a PS4. And after Cyberpunk, you're still mad that games come late? You don't want them to produce the best game in the most unbroken state as possible? Stupid. And this is what represents gamers now. And so for the first time in my life, I feel ashamed to be a gamer, because these guys are fighting the stupid war that makes no never mind to anybody except for them, their little group, whatever side you're on. Sony doesn't care about it. Microsoft doesn't care about it. They're not fighting each other. They're not even interested in the same thing. Sony is interested in selling games. Microsoft is interested in selling Game Pass as a platform, as an ecosystem. They both take losses on selling the consoles. And you guys are talking bad about people's kids, or hoping that a young lady gets sexually assaulted. And the bad thing is, especially if you're in the US, you know that somebody can say something online and people are going to carry it out.
Right.
So you said something because you're mad over the dumbest stuff. Like, you should be happy that it's delayed. If they feel like it's in a state that they can't get it to where it needs to be in time to release it on time, you should be happy that they're delaying it. I don't think that either of these companies look out for people. Their bottom line is that they only care about the bottom line. But this time it kind of feels like they're looking out for us. They're delaying the game so that when we get it, it's not in a broken state. But you're mad about that. And you wish upon this young woman that one of the worst things that could happen to anybody happens to her over a game. So I'm sorry I couldn't deal with it anymore this week. I'm so angry, and so I have no news. I do, though, on a happy note, have a couple of unboxings for you guys. One, a viewer sent me a box, which is very cool. I actually filmed an unboxing for it, but it was corrupted, so I thought I would do it live for you guys on the show. And then the second unboxing is something that all of you guys requested, that you guys have been asking for, and it's here, and I haven't even seen it because I haven't opened the box. So I wanted to show you that, but I wanted to give Geek a chance after thank you, Geek, for letting me rage against the machine.
Get your rant in.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you have anything or if you want to wait until after the unboxings. What?
I want to wait till after the unboxing. I want to see what you got.
All right. Well, this first box was sent to me by a viewer. I'm not gonna say their name because they didn't give me permission to do that. It's here. Oh, go ahead, say it.
Switch the camera.
There you go. I really hate doing this, but yeah. Okay, so this is the first box here. Well, let me move my wheel here. Sorry about that. So here's the box. I know what's in it. I'm actually very excited about it. So if you guys know anything about me, I like electronic stuff, even old electronics or old tech or whatever. And that's what this is. This is a box of old tech. I display it on my shelves or whatever. It's over there. It's out of the camera. Yeah, there's nothing back there for. But let's get into it. So I'm gonna actually drop this because yeah. The first thing that was sent was a cool poster. I'll have to get this pressed and framed of, can you see that? Yeah, Doctor Strange. That is cool. I don't know how or if he sent this to me knowing that Doctor Strange is actually my favorite Marvel hero, has been since I was a kid. I guess if you know me, you might know. You might make some associations about my life in that, but I don't know. But that's very cool. Thank you. I'm getting all the non-tech stuff out of the way first. This is a puzzle of the theater in Australia that he sent me. It's like a paper puzzle. I will enjoy putting that together. He also sent me one of what to me looks like a Torii gate, a Japanese Torii gate. I'm very into Japanese things. He definitely knows that about me. And then so let's get into the tech stuff. He sent me a USB Atari controller. That's so cool.
Wow.
So this definitely reminds me of my beginning in gaming.
You're showing your age, sir.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, I was there from the start. The very first gaming things that came to the United States, my mom had, and she let me play.
And don't do that.
What?
Don't overstep Pong.
No, that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm talking about. Pong. She had the handheld Pong game, and I used to play it all the time. So yeah, he also sent me a Nintendo game, the original Nintendo Highlight. I do still have that system. I actually still have my system. I don't get rid of my systems. And so from the beginning, Atari on through. So here's a collection of phones and tablets that he sent. This is crazy. A ZTE. I've honestly never heard of it, and they work. But we're not going to go through all that because the other unboxing is what you guys really want to see, I'm sure. What is this? A Motorola something or other. Phone. Some tablets. A Samsung tablet. I think this is the A2 or something. I can't remember. I looked at it when I unboxed them for the original video. Here's an Amazon Fire tablet, and I believe this is another Amazon Fire tablet, but this one is in a case. So that's super cool. And this is the final thing, and this is funny. So this is something I didn't know existed, right? I didn't. It's this, right? This is a prison tablet. I didn't know that prisoners could have tablets, like, because a tablet is close to a phone, and at least to me, it's oh, is this episode 20? That's my bad. I apologize for that, guys. You called it out. So this is a prison tablet. I guess, as denoted by being clear, is one of the things. I think it works, but I can see in here that it's disconnected. There's a connector that's disconnected. I don't know if he's disconnected it because there may be some legal issues or whatever. It's just a display piece for me. But yes, thank you very much for this box of goodies. They're going up on the shelf. I've already cleared out a space for everything. Okay, well, I guess we all know who sent it now. Thank you, Plank, for the goodies. Plank, of course, knows that I really enjoy old electronics and that I use them as display pieces. And so, yeah. Did you? I don't know if you disconnected it or not. The back.
Good evening, Cheryl.
Okay. Hey, Cheryl. Welcome to the show. Okay, so Plank is saying, oh, and welcome to you as well, Plank. Plank is saying I can reconnect it. So yeah, everything worked except for the prison tablet.
I didn't know anything about a prison tablet.
Yeah, I didn't know that prisoners could have tablets, but there you go. It's funny. I remember when he first got it, he was telling me about it, and he had powered it on and everything, and like got a lot of the prisoners' information, not sensitive information, just like name, prison number, stuff like that. It was funny. That's a funny thing to me. I seriously did not know that prisoners were allowed to have tablets. I thought like it was like a really big, like all the prison shows that I've ever seen, it's a big deal from them smuggling in like phones and everything. And maybe prison tablets can only do things within the prison or what have you. So I don't know, but it's still very cool. Something that I don't have. So these are all things that are going to go great in the collection. Again, thank you, Plank. I really appreciate it. It's super fun just messing with those. And I'm actually going to try and play the game. See if I have to, old school blowing the cartridge. All right, so this next unboxing is for you guys, something that you guys have been asking for or have asked for, and here's the box. Pretty good sized box, right?
Upside down, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's upside down to not accidentally flash my information and the sender's information. So yeah, meant to be
fancy.
Down.
He fancy with the butterfly knife.
Hey, if you got it, right?
Right.
I'm excited about this, guys. I hope you guys are too when you see it. We don't want to reveal it too fast. I want everybody to kind of savor this moment. Kind of what I needed to get my mind off of things. Oh, and for full disclosure, another thing that's had me kind of busy this week that was a good excuse as an escape was the new map for Art came out this week, and it is fantastic. I've been playing that a lot. So I'm just going to pull out one and show you guys. Is that cool? Kind of keep it low there. There you go. You ready? Here's the big reveal. The shirts came in.
Oh, I've been waiting for that.
Borderless Gaming with a little addition. So it's a little bit different from the one that I got for my birthday, in that this one adds to the sleeve GSA. My shirt doesn't have this. So yeah, guys, you've asked for these to go on sale. Unfortunately, I'm having some real issues with the company that does the hats. I don't know. It's like they don't want to make money, and I'm not about begging anybody to take money from me. So, yeah, playing Bella song. So I have to find. I'm in the process of looking for someone or a company to do the hats. Unless you guys want these hats, which is the ones that has the Borderless Gaming spelled out on the bottom. Unfortunately, these aren't the flex fit caps. These are the ones with the strap on the back, that so that you can make adjustments in that way. If you want those, then I can definitely get those. I can get those made, no problem. This company is ready and willing. Unfortunately, they just don't have flex fit caps, and the detailing in like their embroidery is not, in my opinion, as good as the other ones. But and talking to Geek, he definitely agrees with me, and correct me if I'm wrong, that he prefers the other ones more. So I'm looking for someone that can do that. But let me know in the comments if you guys would be interested in these. I can have him here in like a week or so. So yeah, outside of that, we're still looking to get hats, but the shirts are here. If you're interested in shirts, get in touch. And we can make it happen. We've got all sizes, all the way up to triple extra large, I think it is, if I remember correctly, the order. So yeah, plenty of shirts ready to go. Borderless Gaming with the added GSA on the sleeve. I really like this. So happy. I'm gonna have to purchase one of these myself. But yeah, ready to go on sale. So you guys asked for it, and we were able to make it happen. Thank you for showing so much interest in the merchandise, and actually giving me the idea to go ahead and do that. I really appreciate it. So, Geek, that is all I have after my horrible week in gaming news. Again, I apologize, everyone, for that. It's just, like I said, I'm really good at keeping my emotions in check until I lose control of them, and then I really lose control. Excuse me. I really lose control, and if I don't stop, if I don't walk away, then it just gets bad for everyone. I'm glad that my wife is out of town this week. So that's another thing. Next week is E3. Next weekend is E3. And we want to do a show. Actually, Geek, if you don't mind, let's talk about that for a second.
Sure.
What are you looking to do for it? I know Evil said that we should show it or whatever. We should broadcast it or what have you. What are you looking to do?
I know that I definitely I know that I definitely want to uh, record it. It was my thinking. This is all BTS guys. Um, I was thinking that we record it because it's long, and we edit it down
Okay.
so that we can show the highlights and not necessarily the whole thing.
Okay.
Um, that's a thought because I'm kind of on both sides. On the one hand, I kind of want to go through it and just watch it and react to it online. I don't want to be late to the party,
Right.
you know, waiting to edit. Whereas, like I like that reaction that I got from Forbidden West. Cheryl, you know I've been talking about that all week. Like that really has had me excited because I'm a really big fan of games with a story. The whole reason why I got engrossed in Metal Gear Solid, watching that inspired me to go back and watch Horizon Zero Dawn, which is the first in that series. So I watched that whole story of all the cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see what's out there, what's coming. It got her wanting to play. Awesome. And she's a self-proclaimed non-gamer. She prefers books to games. And the story in that, she saw it and was kind of compelled. She's like, I might want to try that. So fingers crossed that happens.
That'd
It's always
awesome.
good to convert somebody into a gamer.
No doubt. No doubt. Okay, so here's my situation. Saturday, my wife is coming home. I gotta go to the airport and do all that that stuff. So I'm probably gonna miss Saturday, or at least most of it. I'm not sure what time it starts, but she's flying in like or sometime around noon, 1 o'clock or something. I got to look at the schedule again. So I'm gonna miss it because I can't not pick up my wife from work. So or from the airport. So and I wouldn't want to not pick up my wife. She's been gone a little bit and I'm already missing her. So that's it for me on Saturday. On Sunday, though, we can work out whatever you want to do. Give us some thought by the end of the show. Let me know what you want to do, and we'll figure it out. We'll meet up. Let's say, are you busy Wednesday?
That Wednesday.
Because another situation I'm in is I'm having troubles with my PC, and so now I'm going to have to just do a complete factory reset of everything to try and fix whatever situation is going. So far, the things that I've tried have not worked, unfortunately. So my next thought of solution is to just do a complete back to the beginning reset of it, and hopefully that wipes out or fixes whatever the problem is that I don't even understand. So I got to do that this week as well. So that's why I'm saying on Wednesday or Thursday, and maybe I can start the process maybe even tonight. I don't know how long it's going to take, but there's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to have to get back that I don't even know that I need to get back right now. But like even the little bit of, actually Plank has been working with me to fix it. And even a little bit of things that we've done to this point, made it so that I had to go back and get like StreamYards and stuff back, and so I'm missing a lot of things right now, and I was scrambling to try and get this done, get it put back together enough just to do the show today. So going all the way back. So that's why I said like Thursday. I mean Wednesday, maybe Thursday or something. Whenever you're free this week, I guess. Though, just let me know. It just may be a thing that we just talk about it on the phone or something. So that I mean that's all we really need to do, anyways.
Wednesday, I'm available.
All right, so give me a call on Wednesday, and we'll figure out what we're going to do and how we need to do it. And think about it now, and think about what you might want to do as far as whether reacting to it live. Because I mean, like, I'm interested in the entire thing, but Sony's not having a conference this year. And the really big one is going to be on Sunday, which is the Microsoft Bethesda joint conference. And I heard that's going to be something like 3 hours or something. So, I mean, even if we just did that, I mean, and it's on Sunday, so it would just mean we'd be doing the show earlier than normal. It wouldn't be this time. So, yeah, give it some thought, and then maybe we can let people know by the end of the show what we might be planning, or maybe we can just put up a video later, a short video later in the week, letting everybody know what the plans are or what have you. But I see you have something set up in the green room. What do we have going on? Boom. Oh.
Yeah. You know we had to cover this.
Okay. I hadn't even heard anything. See, that's how out of the loop I am right now.
So for those of you who don't know, Cheryl, I'm looking at you. Battlefield 6, Kimberly, who's another non-gamer. They respect it, I love it, but they don't get it. So there's still time. The bug is out there. So this is the Battlefield 6 leaked images. I'll let him explain it.
Henderson, the Battlefield 6 leaker, is saying some new Battlefield 6 gameplay screenshots. I'm not talking about the old trailer ones, half leaked, and I wanted to give my own thoughts on it. So let's look at these images. Tom Henderson is saying these are real, but that always takes something with a grain of salt because we're not exactly sure about that. What we can see so far, if this is the first look at Battlefield, this looked like some sort of Siege of Shanghai Towers. This seriously reminds me of Warzone so far. From what I can see is, this mini-map over here, a few names, and this could easily be spoofed. That's why I still kind of don't know if this is real or not. I'm more on the airy side, especially, even if Tom Henderson does say that they are real, they look like very early screenshots. That's what I can say. And a lot of times we can still be suspecting something else. So we can see, a heli being down over here, being destroyed or something so far from what I can see. The UI, though, it's like greenish and blue. You can see the name, something like that. And you can see TG-24. So obviously that's some sort of a weapon and reload mechanics so far. He has some sort of a Warzone loadout. You have squads of 4 or 5, it seems here. So you have a 5-member squad. They're on the building as I see, and they're capturing this building from what I do know. I don't know if this is from trailer. I don't know if this is even real, if it's from a gameplay, but someone is capturing C1 over here. And if this is true, it's probably a very early version of the game overall. I don't know if these buildings are accessible. If they are, that would be simply fantastic. You can see some sort of tanks over here. And the next thing you can see is this tank in the background, which makes me think this is actually from a gameplay trailer. Tom Henderson has been saying that we're going to be seeing this week. And another thing I spotted over here is a bunch of trees, and then you can, maybe access these buildings in the background. Probably not, but it just tells you how huge the map is. We can see a tank, like nothing much more here, expect a few cars. So this screenshot really confused me. It didn't give me that much information other than it's gonna be in some sort of a city. And the next thing I can see is a chopper over here, and this is what had my doubts, because we can see a stadium over here, and since Warzone had another stadium, we can see a dust storm coming in. However, we can see some sort. I guess dust storms will seriously affect how gameplay looks. It looks like a VTOL warship. Now I don't know how many people it can hold, but it's definitely true to what we are seeing so far. It seems like it has 6 spots, and you can see some cities in the background. I'm guessing only the stadium and a few of the area is playable. The next thing we can also see over here, now hopefully with Russia's transmission, is what Tom Henderson has been saying, but there's actually a lot more now. Some leaker posted this, and it seems like I missed 2 more images. So one of those is actually pre-alpha footage, and I think I saw this really way back in September or so of 2020, and I didn't believe it. So it really does indicate that this could be pre-alpha footage of the gameplay. But then again, these buildings don't look that much alike, so we shall see when it does come out. Do you guys think it's real? Do you guys think it's fake? Definitely do let me know, and see you until next time. Peace, everyone.
So that was one of them.
So what do you think about that? Is you think it's real or fake?
That one I think is fake.
Now, go ahead. No, go ahead.
The new one, the new video that I thought that it wasn't, is the person I was watching actually got some tweets from Battlefield itself, and there were a number of people who got these tweets, and when they were able to put them together, they were able to see certain things. Now they're very much teasers, so you don't get to see a lot of anything, and it's like really quick flashes. But when they stopped it, when they paused it, and like I said, they overlaid it on one another, each one got a different piece. And when they stopped it and overlaid them, they were able to speculate at the shadows of an osprey. And there were a couple of things that they saw different things in different ones. And so I'm just, I'm a Battlefield fan. When I left Call of Duty, I kind of clung to Battlefield as my military shooter of choice.
So, as you know, I pre-alpha test a lot of games, and the thing that stands out to me and actually kind of makes me question it is the black marks on the screen. You saw 2 black marks is covering the NDA information, so that if you stream the game, they will know who you are, because that information is on the screen. And usually there's more, so that's got me questioning it. It's not just two lines of it. There's usually a lot more, so much so that it can be kind of annoying trying to play the game looking through that those NDA watermarks.
Yeah.
So to see only 2 of them is kind of weird. That seems light for that security that they have. But the fact that it's there at all, like a lot of people wouldn't know about that. You know what I mean? So like you said, take it with a grain of salt. It looks interesting. Weather effects in the game.
The weather cycling.
Yeah, it seems like it could be detrimental and maybe even hurt you. I mean, a big sandstorm like that would definitely be damaging to human beings being out in it. So that definitely looked very interesting. I'm excited. I've been hearing rumors that for the past 2 weeks they were supposed to show an official video, but nothing so far as far as
June 9th.
June 9th. Oh, you know what? Actually, Hori did send me that tweet. Yeah, so yeah, you're right. June 9th. What is today? Today is the 6th, man. I am lost.
You let that get you so triggered that it just threw off everything, huh?
I mean, that, and then my wife being gone, and my dog's going crazy because she misses her, and I'm going crazy because I miss her, and yeah, it was just a perfect storm of things. But yeah, that really upset me. Like, especially don't mess with kids, man. Like, don't mess with kids. But you know what? I'm in a better place. We got shirts. I kind of wish I had opened the box before because I'd be sporting it right now, but that's cool too. I'm really happy about that. Oh, thank you, by the way, to Hori Akuma for designing and making those for us. Really appreciate it, bro.
Way to go, Hori.
And hopefully we'll be buying more off of you here soon. You got anything else for us, Geek?
Sure do. Let me set this up. This should be over here. Wow. Okay. I didn't realize, but we're not going to go through that whole thing, but still I'll show some of it. I believe I shared this 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So here, share it. So this is a military simulation of.
This is Arma. I play Arma. This is Arma.
And so Karma Cut, who is the person who put out this video, if you know him, he's a big military sim guy. And there's a few games that I've gotten to see from him. And so I just like the visuals of this. Let's get rid of the commercials. And so he's got some good views if you're into that genre of games. I was expecting to get a call from Echo Evan with some other games because I seem to always be PC or Xbox centric, and Evan tends to like more PlayStation games, and so we're able to talk about that. And he keeps me up on. He'll always come to me and be like, "Did you see?" And so, I see things that I don't know, that I would miss sometimes. And actually, there are some games that I want to talk about from him because he likes a totally different genre of games than I do. So again, things that I wouldn't be familiar with, he kind of keeps me abreast of. So that's a shout out to Echo Evan.
Like, have you ever played Arma? Or this is Arma,
Yes,
probably Arma 3.
I have.
I mean, it's intense. Really, like, sniping in this game. And if you know me, I'm always the shooter like that. Having to calculate distance and windage and drop and everything. And this game is really engrossing. Really, I would love to have a squad that plays this game. I would really love that. But yeah, and yeah, I didn't know you played it.
Oh yeah. What's the thing that you have for the eyes. So when you look,
Oh, my track IR.
yes. Remember, we discussed me getting track IR
That's
to
right.
get into armor,
That was quite
but then
a
I
while.
got into so many other things.
Right.
So I'm not going to play this whole thing, but that's just something I wanted to show because with the latest updates, it looks pretty good. And I think that's what he was trying to showcase.
Yeah, it's definitely looking a lot better. I haven't played it in probably almost a year now, I guess. So busy with other things, but maybe I should do that when I get my computer back up and running correctly.
Oh, that means we got to redo that other game that we got. I forgot the name of it.
Hey,
Lady A.
Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, I like how she says foul Xion.
Glad she
Lady A, what are you?
rant.
Lady A, I loaded Destiny 2 on my PS4. There you go.
Uh-oh.
And I started playing. I know Falchion's gonna get on me because he swears I had Destiny underwear.
Hey, wear what you gotta wear. Your underoos are your underoos. You pay for them underoos. I didn't, right, Ted? But yeah, anything
You
else?
said right? Who?
Ted.
Oh, okay. You're right. Like what? Don't mess that up. Classic hip hop for those of you who might not know. Bobby Bryant.
But yeah, anything else?
Yes. Back to this.
You're all good, Lady A. It's not a thing at all.
Oh, I thought you were just enunciating it. Ah, see, if you didn't tell, we would know.
So
And
what's
then-
next? What you got? What you got?
There's another one. See, I'm rushing this and then I'm gonna get the wrong one. There's a new little snippet of a video about the day before. And that's another game that I'm looking forward to. I like the premise of it, but if not implemented correctly, it could go left really quickly.
Yeah. The hype for that is building, and I hope, especially after this week, I hope gamers can temper their expectations, kind of slow it down. Just yeah, because getting a little crazy out there. But,
Sure it is.
that's a game that's one of the games I'm hoping to see at E3 this week. See what they've got going on, where they are at with it, and maybe get. Now, you know what? I don't think I want.
Come on, complete thoughts.
Unless it's coming. Unless it's announcing that it's going to be here in the next 2.5 months, I don't think I want to hear release dates anymore. You know,
Because they never stick to them. So
you know, and
why tell it to me?
yeah, and things are going on. I get it. Man, a lot, Lady A. You missed a lot. You missed a very angry Falchion is what you missed, and I've been angry all week, and so yeah, I'm kind of glad you missed it. I hate people seeing that side of me, but Yeah, it's just I don't want to hear about a game that's coming. I mean, announce a game, yeah. Tell me that I'm looking on my wall that Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming, but don't give me a date. I don't want to know a date. Yeah, I mean, it's coming, cool. I'm excited for that, but don't these dates, they're too arbitrary now. Developers are, especially now, are having to try to figure out how to produce games on the current gen systems that also work on the last gen systems, and that's going to be going on with both Microsoft and Sony. I'm sorry Sony lied to you guys about that, but in the end, and it's really, I don't know if you're surprised by this. You're kind of new to all this because Sony has been doing it for years. Sony always likes to make their announcements after Microsoft makes their announcements, because if Microsoft messes up, if Microsoft says something that gamers don't want to hear, Sony has a chance to clear up what they were going to do as well on their side to make them look like the heroes, right? I remember the whole DRM thing, right? Microsoft went first. Sony had like a whole half a day, right? Almost, I want to say it was like 5 hours or something to clean up what they were going to do to come out looking like the heroes. And they did it again with this. Microsoft said, hey, for the next 2 years, we're producing games for the new consoles, but we're also producing games that can be played on the old consoles. Because why? We have a lot of people that aren't going to be ready to step up to the new consoles. Scratch the pandemic. That doesn't even matter. If everything went perfectly and they had enough consoles for every person in every household in the planet, not everybody was going to be ready right away to drop that money. So they knew this. They knew some people were still going to be on the last gen consoles, and that they had to still make games for them as well. So they said it straight out. And then Jim Ryan comes out for Sony saying, we believe in generations, play has no limits and all this. Well, not to feed into the console war bull spit, but play has some limits on PlayStation, at least, and for the next 2 years, they're catering to both their new system and their older system, because if they don't, then they don't make the money that they need to be a successful company. And if you don't get that, then outside of insulting you, I don't really know what to say to you. And if you profess to have all this love for Sony, then you should want them to make money. So why you're mad that they're releasing games on their new system as well as their old system, and why you're mad that they're releasing their old game, and I'm talking about games that are years old, on PC, is beyond me. You don't want your company that you say you love to make money, because if they don't make money, then they go under, then your company no longer exists. So what sense does that make? As gamers, I'm going to need us to take a moment to think, just a moment, because if you think for just a moment, you'll see the moves that they're making. They have to make now. The whole line to the whole customer base, making everybody think that they needed a PlayStation 5 right now, or the games that were coming out, that are going to be coming out, you weren't going to be able to play. That was a huge mistake. They didn't need to do that. But
was that intentional, or did they reassess after we got into the chip shortage? And so
I thought about that, right? So the development time of a game, the development time of a game could be anywhere from 3 to 5 years, right?
Right.
So to make the changes on a game like God of War Ragnarok, or even more than that. Believe it or not, and a lot of people aren't going to believe this, but if you think back, Gran Turismo used to be PlayStation's flagship game that came out every year, and definitely with every new PlayStation console, there was a new Gran Turismo. That used to be their flagship game. And so when they said that this game was PS5 only, you know, this game has been in the work for years. So to change that, especially after seeing, look, if you look at Cyberpunk even now, Cyberpunk still isn't on. You can't buy Cyberpunk unless you go out and find a physical copy somewhere. You can't buy Cyberpunk for PlayStation. They cut it off because that's how hard it is to make a game for current and last gen consoles, and especially the beginning of last gen. So the PS4 and the Xbox One. Um, so these are things that take years. So they had to have known something for a while now, and that that statement by Jim Ryan was just late last year, just before the new consoles release. You know, talking about we're gonna make we care about generations. Um, they probably do, you know, but more than that, they care about making money. And if only 10 million people have a PlayStation 5, that's not going to be enough to that. That's not enough people that you can only produce games on that system. And that's why so far there's only two games that are just on the PS5, and that's Ratchet and Clank, which hasn't released yet, should be in a couple days or something, and Returnal, which didn't even run as well as it should on the PS5, the console that it was made for. These developers are having trouble making these games. They don't understand how to use these tools that they've been given yet. There was a big thing about Xbox saying, promoting that it was the more powerful console, but then games were running better on the PS5. Well, we come to learn that it's because the developers got the tools to be able to develop games on the Xbox later than they did the PS5. They had more time on the PS5, and now that they're learning them better, you're starting to see that power actually come into play. Whether you like it or not is beside the point. It is what it is. Truthfully, you should be gaming if it's within your means. You should be gaming on everything so that you don't miss out on these console exclusives, so you don't have to be involved in this crap war that really makes no sense and is really not about anything but trying to hurt somebody's feelings or make yourself feel better, hoping that you didn't make the wrong decision on which two of these consoles to get. Either one, if you can only get one, either one you chose right, because you're going to enjoy it. The games on both of them are fun. They look beautiful. They load fast. Everything you could want. But that's for you guys.
Yeah, if my Xbox fanboy self is liking PlayStation stuff, it's got to be something.
And it is. It surely is. See you through something in the green room.
Absolutely, Lady A. Absolutely. Um,
Going on, everybody? It's Lieutenant Buzz Lightyear, and I don't want to waste any more time. We just had a bombshell drop over on Twitter, courtesy of Ubisoft and of Red Storm. They came at us with this new information concerning a new Division standalone free-to-play game called Heartland. I'm going to be giving you all the details that we have so far out of this press release. I am psyched about this. I can't wait to get into this. You know, I love the Division franchise. I've been covering this franchise since it launched day one, March 2016. And so anytime we get any new information, any new game modes, Any new games or content about this division, I just absolutely lose my. You know what I'm about to say there. Just in case you haven't yet subbed to my channel for more intensive division content, please do so. Also, don't forget to ring that bell to receive all future upload notifications from my channel. I'm super psyched about this one. I'm actually trembling. Let's dive right into it.
Lady A, what do you think about Heartland?
Hey, you. Me. Yeah, you.
I was really
You wanna
hoping
play
that it wouldn't be a number shooter since it's a standalone game, but
Okay, staying with the format that I like to use when I'm hit over the back
unlucky
of the head
for me.
out of the blue news drop, especially about my favorite franchise of all time, The Division. This is the official Ubisoft write-up for it, and of course, I'm going to include a link to this full article in the video description in case you want to reference it and take a look at it later. And it says Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, a Ubisoft original, and it's got Ubisoft's logo and Red Storm's logo and no other studio's logo. So maybe this is a complete head-to-toe Red Storm creation. If so, I wish them all the best. They're a bunch of badasses up there, and I can't wait to see what this transpires into. You can see the water tower over here, and of course the Division logo kind of overlay. So it's the Division, the water tower edition. Anyway, let's keep going. An update on the Tom Clancy's The Division universe. We're going to read this together. When we launched Tom Clancy's The Division in 2016, the team at Ubisoft Massive and all of our studios around the world had high ambitions for what was then the first completely original IP under the Tom Clancy's umbrella since 2009. Not to mention, it was also an ambitious game unlike anything Ubisoft had produced before. Thanks to you, our fans, the reception to The Division exceeded our expectations, breaking multiple Ubisoft records. All of that I completely agree with. Let's keep going. You continued showing phenomenal support in the years since, playing with and against, that's PvP, each other across major post-launch content for the original game. You also came along with us for the highly anticipated launch of The Division 2, making it one of the most successful games of 2019 and its 2020 expansion, The Division 2 Warlords of New York, the most active in the game's history. Through all of this, you have created an incredible community of over 40 million players, setting the franchise on an expanding trajectory that now includes more
40
games
million.
and more transmedia content set within the Division universe that we're unveiling today. Okay, let's keep going. Next paragraph. While work continues on The Division 2, other Ubisoft teams have been exploring additional ways to introduce The Division to even more players. Today, we're pleased to share that Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, a free-to-play game set in the Division universe, is in development at our Red Storm studio, so hence the Red Storm logo up on the top portion. Having worked on Tom Clancy games since 1997, its extensive experience across numerous genres and games, most recently The Division and The Division 2, makes Red Storm a perfect fit for this project. Heartland is a standalone game that doesn't require previous experience with the series, but will provide an all-new perspective on the
No
universe.
PvP for you, Lady A.
Ooh, I'm like shivering over here. The game will be made available in 2021, 2022 on PC, consoles, and cloud. So rest assured, it sounds like it's coming on all platforms. Those interested in participating in it in its early test phases can sign up here, and they've got a link there. So I guess you can go play test the game. Of course, you're going to have to sign an NDA. Might be interesting, though. I would put my...
So, Lady A, it has two different modes. Actually, three. One is PvP, one is PvE, and one has both. PvP VE. So, you know, you can play however you like.
Why'd they have to make it a number shooter?
It's not as bad as some other number shooters. There are, so as you see, Heartland is its own piece in that Division timeline, or the Division universe, he's calling it. So is anybody looking forward to that?
and I think I'd like to check it out. Lady A said she signed up for this test, so
Well, you know I signed up for it. I didn't talk. I was supposed to talk about that last week, and we ran out of time. As we're over time right now. So maybe I'll save that for later. And hopefully I'll have more information to go along with it. I'm talking about Xbox All Access.
mhm.
And so I'm seeing where I am on that. And that's as much as I can say because there's an NDA on that as well.
I was going to jump into that. If you're talking about the purchasing of the Xbox,
I am.
But it wasn't available at the time when I bought my Xbox, unfortunately. But it's a good way to get in to the Xbox ecosystem. Especially, you can jump in for the Xbox Series X, you can jump in at $35 a month, or for the Series S, you can jump in at $25 a month. And if you're, say, somebody like J Law, who's definitely a Sony fan or whatever, you can jump in, like I said, to the Series S at $25 and experience, and then add $25 a month, then add Game Pass to that. Not even Ultimate, Game Pass for just the Xbox for another $10. So then you're at that $35 a month.
No. The
No.
All Access prices include
You actually,
Game
you're
Pass.
right. You're right. So for that price, you're right. I apologize. I was about to, I don't know why I had it in my mind. That was
Makes it an even better deal.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then it's also right now, if you are already a fan of playing on the Xbox and you just haven't been able to get one, it's a great way to get one because they're kind of bumping you up to the head of the line as far as being able to get a system. So, but yeah, if you're on the fence about it and you don't know, the Xbox Series S is a great way to test that out. And then going through All Access, if you decide after a month or two that it's not for you, just return it and be done. Right? So
I don't know why Falchions being a comedian, as if J-Law would entertain anything from anything else other than his beloved.
Well, I will say this after this week. So J-Law's favorite game is Ark, right? And Ark 2 is planned for next year, 2022, and it's also going to be an Xbox Game Pass is the way we have to say it now so that Sony fans don't flip out. Game Pass ecosystem exclusive as announced. Now, after this week and after the whole, Sony wasn't completely either, from my point of view, forthcoming with what their plans were, or from like your point of view, they had to switch things up. I'm not going to say that, the game couldn't end up being a timed exclusive, and maybe in a year or two or something, he'll be able to get it on the PlayStation. But if it is, as they have reported so far, it's going to be exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. And if he wants to play that game, if he wants to continue on with his favorite game, continue that story or whatever, because it is a continuing story, he's going to either have to do it on PC or Xbox. And, the cheapest way to do that is a Series S, at $300, and you can continue to play the game, and through All Access, you'll be in Game Pass, and it is rumored to be a Game Pass game, day and date. So you'll be getting that at no extra cost. And either that, or again, if the rumors are if they stick to what they say, it's not rumors. They have said this, both Wildcard and the higher ups at Microsoft. If they stick to what they say, this may be the only way that he gets to play the game. So, then all of a sudden it's all about, are you loyal to PlayStation as this giant box that's sitting underneath your television, or are you trying to play the games that you love to play no matter where they are, and even if they go from one system to the other? Because we all know that has been known to happen. That happens, in fact, quite a lot. So, not trying to be funny, not trying to bag on him. I do love messing with him about it, when we do those things. But
good evening, Coach Flores.
what's going on, Coach? If he decides that he wants to play it, or anything. A lot of people are mad that Starfield is going to be exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. There's a big hubbub about that. The easiest, cheapest way to get into that, well, not even really, because the easiest and cheapest way is on a mobile device, I guess. But I don't know how easy Starfield will be. If you'd have to just stream it from your Xbox or whatever. But that all that aside from things, the easiest and cheapest way to get into the ecosystem is through Series S, through that All Access program, where you're paying $25 a month for 2 years. And then you have a fully capable little system. It's not a 4K machine, but a lot of people don't have 4K televisions anyways. A lot of people are stuck being able to only go up to 1440, and even the PlayStation 5 can't do that. PlayStation 5 can do 4K. I'm not saying that, but it can't do 1440. It skipped that resolution number, and for whatever reason, so it goes. If you're not 4K or above, you're playing it at 1080. That's where you are. So there you go. So yeah, no bagging on J-Law, no trying to start any more of a mess than what's already going on. But it's the truth. If you're interested in a game that's not coming to the PS5, PC, or most people already have a PC, but if not, then the Series S is the way to go. And at $25 a month for 2 years, that's hard to beat. That's really hard to beat. But I don't know what you have to do for work, because we didn't even get a chance to talk. I was so messed up before the show and running super late myself. So do you have anything else for the peeps? They're sitting there staring at you like,
I have other stuff, but I do have to run. I have a work assignment, a conference that I need to, a conference bridge that I need to jump on.
Gotcha. All right, then. If that's it, then tell the people where they can find you real quick. And before we actually do that, let me go ahead and tell everybody where they can find Plank of He's Got a Knife. Plank is on Twitch at Plank GJE, Steam as Plank, PJ Danger, Discord as Plank, and Instagram as Plank909. Oh, and on Twitch as I did say that, Plank GJE. Where can they find you, Geek?
Episode 20 is in the can.
All right. I'll bring it up for you. There it is.
All of that.
It's scrolling across the screen now. You don't know where you are, but we know. There you go. Go ahead and read it out to the people.
No, not reading it. I believe in my audience. They know how to read.
All right, well, I'll tell you guys. Geek can be found on the Xbox as Geekmaster space NYC or GKMSTR space NYC, on the PlayStation, Twitch, Steam, and Discord as GKMSTR, and on Uplay as Geekmaster NYC spelled out.
And he still never fixed that Uplay.
What are you talking about?
Ubisoft is the letter U play. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice it. Wow. Yep, you're absolutely right. That's my bad. Sorry. I'll have to fix that. Yeah. And then me, you can find me. I am on the PlayStation, Steam, and Twitch. It's Falchion757. On the Xbox, I am Falchion Space GSA. On YouTube, it's just right here at Borderless Gaming. Remember, if you guys are interested, as requested, we did get the shirts in. The Borderless Gaming, like the one that I got for my birthday, but with the added addition of the GSA on the sleeve. These look really cool. I'm very excited. And if
Coach Flores, you notice he's still treating me like a second-rate citizen.
Hey, you know what?
All I got is this little stinking T-shirt.
All I asked about that, and Coach, you weren't here at the beginning. I just unboxed these. I just opened these. So I don't even have one yet, except the one that I just pulled out of the box right now live on the show. So just letting you know. And also I asked Geek for his address weeks ago. I still don't know what his address is. So last time I was at his house, he lived somewhere totally different. I don't even know if he lives in the same city.
Coach, I don't know that guy. He might be trying to send me some COVID. Trying to send me some Rona. I'm not. I don't trust him.
The hat. Oh, you weren't here. So here's a problem with the hats. The guy the company, not a guy. The company that made the hats. I've been reaching out to them, and I can't get them to get back in touch with me. It's like they don't want to make money. Like I said, if you want these hats, like the style that I'm wearing, which has the adjuster strap on the back, you can.
Happy birthday, Coach.
Oh, happy birthday. Wishing you the best on your birthday and many more to come. But like I said, these hats I can get no problem. But the ones that like Geek and I talked about and that we both actually prefer, the ones that we look better with that are the flex fit caps. They have a little bit better detailing on the stitching as well. I can't get those guys to get back in touch with me. It's like they don't want to make money, and I feel kind of weird begging somebody to take my money. So
notice all that time he spent rambling about what he can't get, and you got a 2-second blurb about the hat that he has on his head that he can get.
No, like I said, we talked to you. I mean, you and I discussed it, and you said that you were against these hats, and I understand that. Like, I mean, I agree that these hats are all right. They're all right, but is all right good enough?
And now he's misquoting me.
You guys let me know.
There is nothing that I said I'm against. I said my preference was the other one, but if I can't get the other one, what am I going to do?
Look, all I'm trying to do what's best for you guys. So you guys let me know. If you guys don't mind the hats with it's slightly inferior stitching, like these hats, this hat doesn't have like as thick of a border around the letters in the stitching. That's the only really inferior thing.
I don't know, Coach. That sounds like excuses.
As well as them having I prefer flex fit hats personally. That's just me. Hey, what's going on, Echo? Welcome to the
Hey, Echo Evan. Coach, I think you need to make him drop and give you 50. Sounds like excuses.
Again, hey, no excuses, just explanations here. No excuses, just explanations.
You know, Coach don't take that. Coach don't play that.
So let me know. You guys let me know. You guys, if you guys are down for these hats, I can, like I said earlier, I can have these here in like a week and a half or something. So to be ready to go. So
and yet Geek is on stream, ball.
Hey, all I'm saying, I don't have Geek's address. I asked for Geek's address weeks ago. You guys were all here. We all talked about it. I asked for it, but never got it. And again, I'm not trying to beg anybody to take something from me. Come on,
not in this pandemic.
You must not really want it. You must not really want it. Look, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Look. I'm wearing this to bed tonight.
I'm gonna open the box. Too. Not a shirt, not a hat, but a whole bunch of Rona. Not getting me. I don't trust none of that.
I just opened this, so we're gonna fake wear it for the end of the show. There, Borderless Gaming. Remember, GSA on the sleeve. If you guys want it, let me know. Just hit us up in the. We got to figure out a way to get.
Oh man, Coach! One birthday and now you going soft. You're not supposed to give him no breaks.
Hey. What you want, Geek? I got it. But all right, that's all I have. If you have anything else, Geek.
Episode 20 is in the can.
Hey guys, thanks for letting me rant in the beginning of the show. I do apologize for that. It just the things that have been said, the things that are coming out of gamers' mouths here lately. The road that we're on is a dangerous one. It is kind of mirroring American politics, which is also on a very dangerous road, and I don't want that for us. You know, we're better than that. For years we've been saying we're better than the way people treat us as gamers, but now we are showing them, we are proving to the people outside of what we do that we are just as bad, even worse from the things that were said just this week, even worse than what they portray us as. And I don't want that for me. I don't want that for you guys. We are an upstanding community. We are an outstanding community. DT, what's up, little brother? That's my brother. Man, I've never seen him on the show. What is up, bro? I'm glad that you stepped through. Oh, so if you guys don't know, I got to show him this because again, we just unboxed it. If you don't know, I'm adopted. Hori's my younger brother. DT is the oldest, just below me. Okay, so and then we have a couple other brothers. So that you guys have never heard of. So that DT, he sent me some shirts. But yeah, so yeah, you're gonna have haters, and I get that. But and you weren't here, so you don't know, or hopefully you don't know. But so to recap, to bring somebody's child into this console war, or to wish harm on somebody because a game is delayed and is coming to a system that you don't think it should come to, so you're wishing harm, and that kind of harm, especially on somebody. And if you really want to see it, you can go back and watch.
Everyone, please watch the replay, at least the very beginning, so you'll hear his rant. And we'd love to hear your comments on what you guys think.
Yeah, I mean,
and maybe we can have a conversation about that.
Because maybe I'm off. Maybe this war is more real to everyone else than it is to me. But there are casualties now that have nothing to do with us in gaming. That shirt is fire. Thanks for the shout out. Love what you guys are doing. Thanks, brother. Thanks. Yeah. So, yeah, if I got nothing else, Geek, and you said you have things to do, so what's up? Talk to the people at the end of the show.
Guys, see you in another week. And hopefully we'll be doing something in the middle of this week. Our little E3 pre-show. And
Yeah,
we'll lay out what we fleshed out and what we're gonna do for next week.
Yeah, we'll definitely figure out what's going on with E3, or as far as us, E3 is going on starting on Saturday, right? Saturday. Again, I'm going to miss Saturday because I've got to go get my wife from the airport, so I'm going to miss at least a fair chunk of it. And then Sunday, we'll figure out what we're going to do. Like I said, Geek and I will get together this week and figure it out. And yeah, so once again, we have the shirts. Hey guys, comment below what you want to happen with the hats. Like I said, the one supplier, they don't want to get in touch with me. Actually, DT is boys with the owner of the company. Maybe he can get in touch with them and light a fire under them, but they're not trying to get back with me. I've contacted them several times to no avail. So it is what it is. Outside of that, can look for another supplier for the Flex Fit caps, or like I said, we can go with these. They're, like I said, a little inferior, but not bad. You know, I'm wearing it. I'd wear it outside. I'd wear it outside. I wear it out. Sorry. So yeah. So if Geek has nothing else, man, I've been talking. You guys know me. I'm Ghost. 2 fingers is peace. Later.